Cuba, queen of the Caribbean Isles. Homeland of Jose Marti and of all those other patriots who gave their lives for Cuban freedom. A land of great scenic beauty with an exceptionally rich and productive soil. Here, sugarcane is king, just as cotton is king in our own southern states. Here, too, the prosperity of the farmers hangs largely on the market for one crop, just as in our own South, prosperity hangs on the price of cotton. If the sugar mills are busy, Cuba prospers. And just as the 4-H clubs in the States have fought to destroy the one-crop system, so the 5C clubs of Cuba are mobilized to fight for stabilization of Cuban agriculture by diversification of crops. The 5C clubs were organized in 1931 by Dr. Eugenio Molinet with the collaboration of Dr. Clodoaldo Arias. There are now about 360 of these clubs. The 5Cs are comparable to the 4Hs of the clubs of the United States. They stand for Cuba, brain, heart, cooperation, and patriotism. And now let's look in on 5C club members at home and at work on their own farms. To 4H boys and girls of the United States, the picturesque homes of the Cuban boys and girls set amid royal palms may seem exotic and strange, but the Cuban farmhouse is really a very practical and comfortable home, well adapted to the tropical climate. The walls of the better houses are of stuccoed brick. Any woodwork is of termite-resistant cedar or Cuban mahogany. The floors are generally of glistening glazed tile, kept spotlessly clean. The roof of thick palm leaf thatch sheds the heat of the tropical sun. An attractive and comfortable farm home, a farmstead of great beauty and charm. Israel Garcia lives here. This is his club garden, with Israel himself about to harvest an exceptionally large head of cabbage. Rolando Mosquera in his garden. Such home gardens add materially to the family living. Ramon Vigoa of Tierras Prietas Farm is a skillful beekeeper. Adalberto Rodriguez of Cayamito del Guayabal and some of his Catalan chickens. Poultry is a popular project with the Cuban clubs, and the Catalan is a favorite breed. This is Mario Gonzalez and his prized Catalan cock. Members of the 5C Club of Mangahobo with sample fowls from their flocks. Since skill in needlework is traditional among Cuban women, club work among girls naturally deals largely with sewing and embroidery. These attractive señoritas are members of the Padre Varela Needlework Club of Cayamito del Guayabal. Their work won prizes in the National Exposition of 1940. In many localities, club work finds expression in gardens operated by club members in connection with the local school. This is such a garden at San Jose de las Lajas. Another school garden at Marianao, near Havana. All the products of these gardens go to the homes where the need is greatest. Here we see members of the club distributing vegetables to needy families. Club work in Cuba isn't all hard work and no play. These youngsters are on their way to a local club fiesta. Here, the music inherent in the Cuban spirit finds expression in the singing of folk songs. And in the graceful native dance, the zapateo. This, unlike the vulgar rumba, is a true Cuban country dance. A national exposition of products produced by members of the 5C clubs is held each year. In 1941, this exposition was held in Colon, province of Matanzas. Here, visitors see the poultry, vegetables, fruits, and other products submitted in competition for the various prizes by children from every province in Cuba. A girls' 5C club from a nearby community visits the exposition and listens to an informal talk by the chief of the National 5C organization. Visitors inspect the display of vegetables, including many new varieties introduced by the 5C clubs. Among the visitors is Senor Perez Roa, the Minister of Agriculture. Senor Roa admires the display of kohlrabi, one of the recently introduced vegetables. A popular feature of the exposition is a plowing contest in which farmers from neighboring communities compete. The judges score the contestants on the furrow. The straightest furrow takes first prize. The winner, first prize. Second prize. And number 3. Another attraction, the tournament, just like those still held in our own southern Maryland. The lance is a small pointed stick. To win, you must spear a ring while riding full tilt. Not an easy trick. The Minister of Agriculture, Senor Roa, transmits through Dr. Enrique Bello, chief of the Cuban 5C clubs, a message of goodwill to other clubs. A cordial salutation in the name of the 5C Clubs of Cuba to all the kindred clubs throughout the world which strive for human betterment, united in the same labor and the same love for the fertile soil that sustains us all.